What's up, fam? Yo, man, this is kind of a shout out to Jaiden Animations, and because this is a response video to one of her flirting stories. I just watched it, and man, that shit made me laugh. Okay, I thought her failures of flirtation were kind of funny. I hate to admit it, but I wanted to put out some of mine, and trust me, I'm a grade A storyteller. Uh, let's get started on this. All growing up, I was kind of a loner. Like, really bad loner. I just wasn't good with people. When other kids were playing and running and stuff, I was just kind of there. So naturally, being kind of loner meant I didn't have people who would flirt with me or talk with me, and I wouldn't flirt with anyone or talk with anyone. So I grew up kind of non-flirty, just leisurely going about my day. So my first attempt at flirting was when I was in about 5th or 6th grade. I was just sitting there, and there was this girl in my class. I decided, you know what? I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be a man. I was young. I had just been at concert for America, one of my favorite bands. Just so you know. And I felt on top of the world. So since everything was coming up Millhouse, I thought maybe I would try to talk to my crush. Well, I was kind of dorky and not the most impressive display of a guy. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that flab. That's horrible. But sorry. But so instead of talking to her, I wrote her a love letter, right? I was like, you know what? I got this. I wrote it out. I put it all perfectly together, and then I took it. I read it to myself. I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is great. Then I balled it up and threw it away. I never again tried to talk to her or attempt to flirt with her. And the awkward came out when I realized that a couple of years later, my teacher had read said letter, and yeah, that was an awkward conversation and my first attempt at flirting. My second attempt at flirting was successful? Question mark? Question mark? You tell me. I was about 20, and I had this huge crush on a girl who I had been friends with since I was like 12, maybe even 11. Like, I had finally built up the courage to tell her I've had a crush on her for like 7 to 8 years, and I had fallen off the side of the world for about 3 of those years. I'm very good at disappearing acts, and while I had disappeared, she got a boyfriend. And to make things a little worse, the day I finally built up the courage to go to her house and tell her, she wasn't there. So I planned my huge reveal and had no sleep the night before and was just chilling with the person who was there, and we were lying in bed watching Ruby, just lounging about, having a nice one. It was just me and her little sister, not being the most cunning of guys, as I'm not. I was completely outmaneuvered in conversation. And by the end of the day, she had become my girlfriend. Somehow. I don't know. I don't know these things. But I had no idea how this happened at all. So after a couple of months, though, I guess I got Stockholm Syndrome. I really didn't want to be the kind of guy who's just like, I don't want to date you. I'm up. I'm up. Bye. Fuck this. I'm out. I'm done. I'm just. I didn't want to be that guy. I mean, that guy's an asshole. I don't want to be an asshole. I want to be like that nice guy all the time. And so I kind of just stayed in that relationship like a long time. And after a little while, I really started to like her. I really liked the relationship after a bit because it was kind of like, Well, yeah, I'm with her, and we're like chilling, we're hanging out, we're doing all the same things we used to do. Only now, like, yeah, she's my girlfriend. Yeah, look at me, I got a girl, I got a girl, I got a. And then she dumped me. It was like really sad because it had just been when I was like, you know what? I like her. I like this girl. I'm gonna start telling her my secrets. I'm gonna start being completely awkward and extremely close, so it like pushes her away. And that's kind of my thing. Just so you know. Uh, but you know, uh, I was pretty miserable when she left though. Like I was horribly miserable. I spent a good amount of time literally just going over and visiting and just being like, hi. And then awkward small talk would just consume the entire time. And at the time, had just like destroyed my vehicle. So there was like no way for me to get to her and no way for me to talk to her. And to make things a little bit better, though, I got the distinct feeling she didn't want to talk to me anyway. And so I kind of just did what I was best at and disappeared. Yay. So, yeah. Yeah. Happy ending. I need a happy ending. Her sister did finally reject me. I disappeared again. Anyway, guys, I'll see you around. I'm gonna go and cry a little bit over there on bed.